Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Roy back again. Tonight we're going to talk about electrostatics and magnetism. I'm going to make a couple demonstrations on some of the readings I've been reading about in electroculture, growing plants faster, no sunlight. Check it out. Alrighty, so right here we'll start off with the ground. I got a coil, I got a ground rod, that's in the ground about 3-4 feet. I got a bulb sticking just in there. Using the ground in a way that it doesn't get the electricity, it gets the dielectric side, and the ground really reacts to the dielectric side. So this conversation here will be more on the dielectric. We got two saltwater capacitors, 15,000 volt NST, 60 milliamp. Woohoo! Got some current. Got my buddy the Minion. And we have we're coming out of the one side of the capacitor and coming over to one side of this electroplate that I made. The other side of the electroplate comes around and goes to that side. Now, these wine bottles inside also have salt water and oil, and they are the dielectric side. This side here is the current. I have a built-in spark gap coming right out of these bottles. I got these two little copper cones that create a electromagnetic shield, like a field around this whole apparatus. And what I wanted to show you, a couple things with the dielectric, is it's the dielectric side of electricity that I'm interested in another part of the whole equation, which is growing plants. Now, out back I have, you can't see really, I guess it's dark, so I got some plants growing. So we're going to do a test, a couple tests. But one of the tests is we're going to grow some peppers and some beans, and we're going to do one in the dark with electrostatic, and we're going to not be so barbaric with this system. I'm going to turn it into a electro. I'll put it into an electromagnetic static little circuitry. So what I'm creating over here will build over there, and then I'll have that on a 555 timer. It'll activate around the ground where the soil is. So I just wanted to show you guys the system right now. It's pretty interesting. Here I got a couple little wireless LEDs with some interesting setups of some different diodes. This here, I want to show on this compass. That's heading Earth magnetic north. So I put in a little inductor here off a capacitor with two LEDs with a couple diodes, some germanium, and these will pick up and sense wireless transfer, and this will light up the LEDs, as well as it should create a magnetic field in here, which should turn the compass a little bit when I bring it up. When you bring the compass around this array here, there's no electromagnetic field. This is purely dielectric, electrostatic, cold electricity. You guys ready? Let's kill this light. Oh, one thing I want to show you also, guys, I want you to read about Snowflake Bentley. He's the guy about the snowflakes, and when you break down a snowflake, FYI, let's go over here. Question of the day is, what is a solid? I have written down here a crystalline shear lattice that attaches itself in a formal formation. That this attachment is atomically magnetized to cause this effect. And I wrote myself down some different things that my Wilhelm Reich studies on organic, inorganic, and the inorganic were metallics and metals, and the organic were crystals, wood, dirt, and so forth. Excuse me. Woo! Excuse me. So, it comes in a snow-baked flake Bentley because there's a hexagon. And there's your sides, okay? 6 sides. And then I started drawing in that the Earth has a 50-mile radius pole transfer, not transfer, but shift, in 24 hours. That this and this shifts 50 miles. So this is how I'm writing it out. If you guys know anything about the Bosch wall, this would be the planet Earth, North Pole, South Pole. This would be the energy coming back down in a point like a triangle. And this would be the energy coming up like a point, like a triangle. And these cannot merge together because they are two powers that have to turn in a formation. So what will happen is they'll split up here at the equator and go out. So your east and west becomes positive on the east, negative, I believe negative, yep, on the west. And then your top would be north, bottom would be south, and then you got a fluctuation in 24-hour period. So with Snow-Baked Flake Bentley, it got me to a point to where I can realize that how the Earth works and how we're going to get free energy out of this little sucker here, because we have a good compression that goes around here and a decompression. And with that in place already, we can figure out somehow on Earth's magnetic poles move in loops up to 50 miles per day. Alright, let's turn this off. Leave your comments is all I gotta say. Leave your comments. Let's rock. So you notice the difference. Check out the spark gap without air and then with air, and you see everything on the table becomes alive pretty much. I got these coils set up over here because they just like, I can put a bulb up to them, they're on. I got Ed Lee Scallon's wheel sitting here, all my apparatuses. Let's rock and roll this. Alright, so fire in a hole. Alright, what do we see? See a nice gap, little flame trapped inside that little chamber that I built. Let's go ahead and turn the air on. Notice there's no bulbs on, right? All the bulbs are off, right? Pretty far away from that system. That light bulb's still lit up. Woo! What are the neighbors going to think after that run? All right, you guys, leave your comments. Remember, this one is on electroculture, growing plants. Plants need sunlight and water. Water brings the electricity through the plant. So we're going to be talking about an extensive versions. Did you see the bottom of this thing going to ground because I got it going in a cylinder? It's like sparking Uranus going to the ground. So the ground's really reacting, is what I wanted to show you, is really reacting to that energy going out, and that is just dielectric. Peace out to my dielectric cold electricity buds.